Hey everyone, welcome back to Elemental Cartomancy. Coming on today to do a walkthrough of the new voice tarot by Salerno. I just got this delivered today. I've literally just finished work and I was really excited to get on and film this. So let's take a wee look. So I've got the deck down here ready to walk through, but first let's just talk about the box. I've got the light on my phone on so that you can see that the box is holographic, it has this holographic quality to it, which is really nice. It's one of these flip boxes, magnetic flip boxes. On the back it says a modern, inclusive, queer-friendly reinterpretation of traditional tarot cards with fashion and entertainment inspired figures reflecting various identities, genders, abilities and ethnicities. The illustrations are richly coloured and detailed with a deep search for the esoteric meanings behind each card. Okay, so this is a good sturdy box. If you keep the cards in here, they'll be, as safe as they can be. So yeah, that's the box. Comes with this amazing book as well. So New Voice Tarot by ROSARIO Salerno. The pages of the inside of the book have a kind of a laminate quality to them. So there's, for one, it makes them slightly, I think more durable than the book for the New Choice, which had just like paper pages. But also it's really nice for like looking at the artwork, and as you can see, we get, for the majors, we get these full page images of the artwork, and we get a full page with a description, some keywords and some reverse keywords. For the minors we do get a slightly smaller, so we only get a small image of the cards. We still get the keywords both upright and reversed, and we still get the information on the card. I think it's really just the size of the image that's been reduced, which, I mean, it's fine. You can still see it. You've got your cards there. You can pull it out from the deck if you really want to see a big picture of it. So, I mean, for me personally, that doesn't factor in. Just some other stuff about the book. So we've got some notes from the author, we've got some information about Ross, when and why we consult the tarot, awareness and great responsibility. Then goes into the majors and the minors, and then I think at the back we've got some spreads. So 3 card spreads, the cross timeline spread, and the Celtic cross spread, and some thanks and acknowledgements. So the book is fantastic. It's got a good weighty quality to it. You can feel the quality in it, if that makes sense. The cards. So the cards are very similar in terms of cardstock and quality, paper quality. Very similar to the New Choice. So if you have the New Choice, it's that same cardstock. It's got a kind of a papery feel to it. The only thing is they're bigger. Okay, so let me compare this to a standard US Games size. So this is how the size compares. These cards are a fair bit bigger. This is something that Ross did on purpose, as I understand it, so that we could appreciate the artwork. Okay, obviously that's going to make a difference as to how the deck shuffles, as to how it handles. I think I'm okay. I've got quite big hands, so I can still, kind of with a T-Rex claw, I can still hold them. But it is just something to know. But they're not so massive that they're unwieldy, is what I would say. Okay, so we've done the book, the box, and the card quality cardstock. As you can see, we've got borderless images. I'll show you the backs of the cards. And also the edges. We've got these holographic, kind of iridescent edges on the cards. So absolutely stunning. Okay, I'm going to stop yapping for now. I would quite like to do a wee flip through, let you have a right good look at all of the cards in the deck, and then we might come back at the end and pull some cards. Okay folks, so I think I've got these, a pretty decent shuffle on them. They're all nice and mixed up. I did just want to quickly talk about the shuffle before we pull some cards. So in terms of riffle shuffling them, you're going to have to decide whether you want to do that, because it has I say the same thing about all decks with these kind of edges. When you riffle shuffle, you are naturally going to kind of ding the edges a bit. That doesn't bother me. It makes the deck feel loved, used, that kind of thing. However, I do kind of try and take care, especially with the size of this one. So I don't know if you noticed there, but it's a struggle to get your hands around, or at least it was for me. And I know I've got quite big hands, so a lot of people might not be able to riffle shuffle it this way. What I'm not going to do is try and then bridge it, because just with the size here, I know I'm liable to send the cards flying everywhere, so I'm just kind of doing it like that. Overhand, kind of similar. It's easy enough, but because of the large size, it'll depend on the size of your hands how easy you find this to overhand this way. What you could do, obviously, is choose to overhand it long ways. I personally don't really ever do this with decks unless I really have to, because I find that when I shuffle like that long ways, the cards fall all over the place. So it's not something that I really tend to do, but if you find it easier to do it that way, then then that's what's easiest for you. So that's how it shuffles. In terms of pulling a spread, I thought we could just do a wee 3-card spread today. I thought we would do a wee reading for ROSARIO Salerno, who's the creator of this deck. I think I did this when I did a walkthrough of the new choice. So this is obviously a new endeavour. It's a new deck that he's brought out. So why don't we just do a wee reading on how that's how that project is going to turn out, or how that project is going to go from this point. Okay, so when I do a 3-card spread, I usually do the situation, any advice the cards have got, and the outcome. Okay, so the situation makes sense. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, so let me hold that up so you get a right good look at it. We really get this kind of an idea of like different people coming together and working together in order to create something. Ross has done, he's done the art, he's done the book. This has been a real kind of a labour of love for Ross. He's put a lot into this, but I know that the individuals that we see in the cards, a lot of them are based on friends of his. So it is, in the book we can see that he's obviously kind of thanked different people. So it has been a collaborative project, I suppose. But so yeah, that 3 of Pentacles coming in there, makes sense. We're really seeing the kind of the hard work that's been put into the deck with the 3 of Pentacles. The advice being the 2 of Cups. Well, I suppose we could see this in different ways. Let's hold it up and have a look at it. This might be kind of you've created this product, you've put your blood, sweat and tears into this, and you've worked really hard at it. I do know that Ross actually hasn't received his copy yet, so I think now there's going to be an opportunity for him to actually build up a relationship with the deck as a deck of tarot cards, i.e. being able to use it himself. So that seems to be the next step. It's building up that relationship, and for me, the 2 of Cups is a kind of if we use the analogy of a relationship that we see here, the 2 of Cups is like when you're getting to know someone, when you're going on first dates, when you're kind of having those big, long, deep conversations. You're finding out what you love about them, what you maybe don't love so much about them. You're having arguments, you're having agreements, all of this kind of stuff. That's 2 of Cups energy for me. So that to me is the next step for Ross. He's put all this work into actually creating it as a thing. Now he gets to kind of I suppose just chill out a bit and relax and build up that relationship with these cards that he's created. And then in terms of where it's going, we see the Ace of Wands, so lots of new possibilities, and potentially being inspired to do something new off the back of this. Okay, so I suppose the message for Ross there is, you might find yourself being inspired to do something different, to do something new, to go in. This might inspire you to go in a different direction yet again. So be open to that, to receiving that. Okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed this. I hope that you love this deck as much as I do. There's some really amazing cards in it that I think he's done such a good job with. And so yeah, anyway, take care, enjoy the rest of your day or evening or whatever time it happens to be when you watch this, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.